And also you have some interest in music, as I see here. You have interest in bluegrass music?
Yeah, all music really, but I have the opportunity to play with music with a big influence on my writing is Walter Crockett from Worcester, who was also a columnist, and he wrote mostly about music, but he can write about anything. He's a great. But for the Telegram, he was a music writer, and then at Worcester Magazine, he was the editor. We became co-editors there. And I started playing music with he and his wife and other people, and they got into bluegrass, and that got me into bluegrass, and I discovered that my best talent in music is writing the songs. I'm not nearly as proficient as the people I play with on their instruments, but I write pretty good songs, and I think, and so that's been my card in. And you know, writing, to me, writing is writing. It's just, it's again all about emotional honesty and using detail to paint pictures, word pictures.
And you are also a big Red Sox fan, baseball.
Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, even more like Bruins now. I love the Boston Bruins hockey, but yeah, I was just Boston sports. I love Boston sports. I love to play sports. Now I play golf because I'm getting to be a geezer, but I love golf too. I wish I had played more when I was younger, but...
You're also a supporter of Celtics?
Somewhat. I'd say the Celtics are my last... I'd say right now it goes Bruins, Patriots when they're in season, Red Sox are all about the same, and then Celtics are like maybe a little notch below that. But I like it all.
And I have also seen in the interview that your dog's name comes after a famous player of Red Sox.
Yes, my dog's name is Yaz.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Yaz knows that. The real Yaz, Carl Yastrzemski, who was the greatest player in 1967. He won the Triple Crown. I think he was the last American leaguer to win the Triple Crown. And 2 years ago during the World Series, my brother and his son were at Fenway Park, and he knows the guy that puts the big flag down behind in front of the left field wall at the start of the game, and he needed people to stand on it before the game started. So my brother and his son were out in the field standing on the edge of the flag, and who comes out of the sign, the left field door there below the scoreboard, but Carl Yastrzemski. And he's standing right next to my brother before the national anthem. So my brother says to Carl Yastrzemski, you know, we're all big fans of yours. We'll never forget what you did in 1967. He says, we're such big fans that my brother named his dog after you.
Yeah.
And Carl Yastrzemski said, better than an ex-wife, which I still don't know what that means, but it's a really funny thing to say.
Yeah. And also your dog's name means summer in Turkish, which is, I think, a good correspondence.
Means summer?
Summer, yes.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's tremendous. That's when we got him or something.
Yeah, exactly how you spell it. Y-A-Z.
Oh, that's great.
And this brings the interview to an end. Is there any final thing that you want to say about yourself, your books?
Not really. I'm glad that I was able to write. I would say I'm glad that I was able to express myself, and it means a lot to me. I still see people and they'll say to me, like, the column that you wrote about having cancer, or your daughter's cancer, or the column you wrote about my parents 30 years ago, or 20 years ago, means so much to me. And that's really gratifying. You know, most of the things we do are kind of, I guess the word is ethereal, they just go away. And when you write something, it's there. Sometimes you wish it wasn't, but it's there with your name on it, and I always like that. I loved being a newspaper guy. I loved working at the Telegram, writing something, doing some good reporting, then writing on deadline, then going down and having a beer in the Eden, which was the bar we hung around in, and having a copy boy bring down the first edition with our stories in it before we were even done with our first beer. That was always a huge thrill to me.
Okay, thank you very much
My pleasure.
for this interview, and